Live play vulnerability. Recap part one. You may be asking yourself, hey Glenn, are you trying to do this recap just to get some extra mileage out of this live play vulnerability? Well, it's subjective depending on the driver here. Well, recap part one is going to go over the first four chapters that we had done. And below, we're going to have a description of each one of these chapters. We'll have links to it so you can further yourself because we're going to go over briefly. So let's hit chapter one. Yeah. So what we did here is south on the bottom here bids 2 clubs. North on the top goes 3 clubs. They're trying to give a nudge to south and say, hey, bid some more clubs. But instead, they're a little cautious about going through that yellow blinking light and come to a screeching halt. Okay, cautiousness and aggressiveness is the yin and yang. We're supposed to have that balance kind of going on there. But let's go ahead and see what happened with our screeching halt bid. Yes, we got that 3 contract bid. Yes, we got 60 points. It's a part score, so we don't actually win the game. And pointing out the obvious, if we had below, you'll see 3 over tricks. If we had bid that 3 over tricks instead of having the 3 over tricks, so had that in making the contract, we would have made 120 points, giving us GCB game contract bid. But it's not so. No worries. Really, no worries. This does happen. And in chapter one, yes, we did cautiousness and aggressiveness, and we were a tad bit cautious on this one. We're not vulnerable at the present, but we're going to change that for slam dunk number 2, which is chapter 2. Okay? How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to listen to our partners on how they bid. What we got here is we got a 1 diamond bid by our partner, and we got a 1 spade bid by West. And we're both making these bids to see how our partners respond. And here, North says, I'm going 2 diamonds. Okay, you know what? We probably assume they have 4 diamonds in there. And we got 5, looking good. And they went 3 spades, and they were at 1 spade. Hey, these guys probably got a lot of spades. Okay, that's giving us a lot of good information. We have the singleton spade, which means after the first trick, any other spade that is played will be trumped by a diamond. We also have these 3 aces. We're looking pretty robust here, so we're going for that 6 diamond bid. Remember, that's a slam. That's 12 tricks, basically, because book is 6 tricks. And then the next 6 were going to be the point where we get points. And did we hit the slam? Yes, we did. And you can see here that 6 diamonds were made here, 6 diamond bid. And we got 120 points here. Okay, now the first one we did was a partial score. And actually 120 points is a game contract bid by itself. But you have to add it with the other partial score to get your first game. And they had over 100 points. So, hey, they got a game, and now they're vulnerable. Yay! Yay. Now, as we look down here, this small slam, we circled that because up here, we got an extra 500 points. So, was that slam dunk successful? I would say so, yeah. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to, well, we are vulnerable, which can sometimes be bad, because we often kind of get caught up in that slam and we're chasing that slam pie. Give me that slam pie. We need to have that yin and yang and bounce around between cautiousness and aggressiveness and be aware of some of the bullet points pointing us out of the other direction of not going slam. And here's the bullet points here. Partner does not show strength. South, when we did 1 NT, North passed. Here we got well, your opponents show strength, and they are hearts and clubs. They're showing strength. So we need to come up with the alternate slam strategy. We're not going to bid slam because Mr. Pickle's giving us a choice. Hey, you got slam, you got game contract bid, you got partial score, we got pass. We want to go through the blinking yellow light, but we want to go through it cautiously and do a two-spade bid. So let me show you the difference here of what would have happened here. Okay, what really happened, of course, is on the six-spade bid contract, yeah, we were set by 3 tricks. And because we were set by 3 tricks and we're vulnerable each time you lose a trick, each trick that you lose by when you're being set, is by 100 points, and that's why they got 300 points. Ouch. Okay. Now, and we put it into perspective just so you can see here. We were supposed to have 12 tricks, but we were minus the 3 tricks we were supposed to have. That's what they went by. And so we got 9 tricks. Now, if we would have gone the cautiousness and aggressiveness and gone through that little yellow light and did 2 spades, all we needed was 8 tricks. We would have got it. And what would have happened there? We would have got, we would have got 60 points. Okay. But instead, went for that 6 trick, small, and we lost 300 points to East and West. It happens. Okay, that was our pie in the sky. But again, don't beat yourself up. We all do that. We love the slam pie. We're going to go on to can losers become winners? And we believe you can. Yeah, we believe you can fly together and both teams on each side of the table become winners. And let's kind of show how we do this. Well, South in this is hand 4, did a 1 heart bid. They got 6 hearts here, and I kind of put it incorrectly here. That's a 13. Get that straight, Glenn. 13. And actually got 6 here. Okay, that's better. And here we got West going 2 diamonds. Hey, they got 5 diamonds. Makes sense. And North says, I got an ace of diamonds. I don't think you guys can get that 2 diamond contract. In fact, we can see here that this team strength is very close here. Okay. So what happens when you do a penalty bid? Again, it would have been double the points, which means it would have cost them 100 points for each trick that they were short. Instead, you can negate that by doing another bid, and that's exactly what they did. Let's see how that came out. Okay. Oh, too many circles up here. Let's get rid of some of that. I just wanted to kind of show you our quantity to open normally is 4 diamonds, which they did here would have been a 4 cards, but because they did 2 diamonds, that's what gave us the signal that it was a 5, that they had 5 diamonds. Just to clarify a little bit. Now let's go on to the scoring here. What makes these losers become winners? Well, this is what we got. North and South, okay? They lost the bid to West and East, but they set East and West because the 3 diamond bid, they were supposed to get 9, but they only got 6. We got 3. Hey, got 150 points because 50 times 3 equals 150. Now, East and West become winners because when they went ahead and negated this by bidding 3 diamonds, smart bid by East, they were supposed to get 8 tricks. They only got 6. They would have been 2 if they didn't go. If they would have gone for that penalty, they would have lost 100 points. They would have lost 200 points instead of 150 points. Smart going. See? Big difference. And hey, can losers become winners? Yes. Both North, South, East, West became winners. Okay, so we learned a little briefly things here from all these 4 chapters, and you can check out the links below to get full clarity. And but we're going to do next week is going to be 4 more chapters plus going over the scoreboard a little bit better. But we want to go ahead and say thank you with a thank you song.
Just wanna take this chance to open my mouth and say thank you. Thank you for every good thing in my